Okay. So what we discussed yesterday? TTT.
message button.
So we discussed about arguments, right? How to pass values. Like no, from one workflow to another workflow. Correct. And we have seen assets of types and like no credentials. Usually, so we are about to. Okay. I would like to tell one. See, actually, like no, in like no, some of the companies, what they are doing is, even if like no, after you join in any one of the company, their requirement is maybe other what is it? So they want to automate Citrix based applications, or they want to update like no some their requirement may be different. So, so for that, like no, you like in 2017. In 2017, whenever we would like to do certification, that is basic certification, there will be a foundation and advanced. So in both the certifications, they used to give they used to what is that tests. So if you come like no, if you do the text and upload it into their portal, so they will read it and they will tell whether this is a correct or not. So for that, so they have given what is that one site to test, that is called Acme test. So even most of the cases, yesterday, like no, the person who took training and he placed in one company, so those people has given one of the study material to him to study and practice. So for that, so they have given this what is that Acme test practice. So in order to do, so we should have credentials. Even I would request you, everyone use this one. Take this URL. and practice it. Yogesh, once you join, no, you please let me know. So I like no, I will give the permission. So now I provided permission. Can you please record even Mali? What happened? Okay. So this is the site. Usually, like now we have. So if you are able to automate this site, like now each and everything, then like now you will able to do whatever the application in real time if they provide. So for automation. So you complete this is the entire test application provided by UiPath. You practice it. Let me check right now. I'm able to log in or not. So credentials are. I reset my password. You'll see there are a lot of. So I will use this. For example, like now, user options. Or click on work items. Nothing is there, right? Accounts. View account history. Access denied. Vendors. Search for emails. Maybe we need to have admin. Hmm. Let me test. Okay. Next, include admin. Oh, they changed it. Email. Last time I used it. I don't know. Now I'm unable to use. Hmm. Okay. So we'll see this. So this is a document of process design document. I told PDD. So whenever you like now join in a new company, like now when you join a company, so first like now you have to ask your manager or your architect or your BA or your like now who is to whom you are reporting. You should what is where do you like now do you have PDD? If you have, can you please share it? So PDD, what it does? It's a product process design document. So it should be like this. What is the date and what is the version of that and what is the role name and what is the name of the organization and what is the function. That is the person who is creating. SME means subject matter expert. And so after this, the second page would be what is the purpose of this document? Table of contents. Purpose and what is the objective? What are the process key contacts, additional resources, as is process description. That means what is the as is process? So here, view account positions, verify account positions, function account payables. What is the department? Department is the finance and accounting. Process. So this is the description of the process. Transactions of system 1, system 2. So whenever you log into this, so take this, no issue. Phone ఎందుక? Okay. So here, so what is that? Roles required for AP process associate. So system 1 and system 3. These, if there are differences, mark them in the work item. So process schedule. When it has to schedule it, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Number of items to be processed per month, 4,500 items like now needs to be processed. So average handling time per item. That means if there are like now hundreds of items are there, that means like how many 4,500 into 2. So that much time it has to run. So peak period, end of month, usually from 28th to 28th of day of each month, every day. So it has to run from 20 like no every month 20 to 28 is the critical to this part. It has to run. So number of FTEs supporting this activity. So under this automation, that means under this use case, if you implement this use case, how many employees are going to lose their jobs? 10 members. FTE means full-time employees. So what is the level of exception rate? It is 1,000 invoices having have missing details. That is the like now see each and everything they will provide it. Input data, client account number and account transactions. So output should be account amount matches. So for each and every account, if this account receivables, right? So under this account receivables is nothing but that is related to invoices. What is the scope of this RPA? What is the out of scope of this? Okay. So it should be like this high level process design. Like now log into system, access the workplace. See, this is the as is process. So you have to do like now however it is mentioned here. So log into this and then access the work list item. That is under medical, right? See, these are the work items. Under work items, see, like now there will be the data. So access the work list item and then verify account positions. So then research copy of check, process vendor invoices, vendor monthly report. This one, like no, each and everything can be done each like no sequentially one by one, and then update the task. Next activity is detailed process map. See, this is the like no what is that flow chart. What should be like now we have to open this system one, log into system one, access the dashboard and access the work list item. So select an activity that verify the account position, then open system three. Okay, then log into this one, access to the client. Okay, search by client ID. So each and everything like no, this is how the sequence of steps you have to follow while developing your process. Consider this is the process like now where you are automating this. So each and everything you have to do one by one. Okay. So short each and everything. What is that? Okay, log into this one. Okay, log and then see here for each activity of the type, open account. So see, like no, each and everything has been provided. What you should use detailed process steps. So they have provided including the what is that? Including screenshots. Okay. Yeah, because like now we I don't know like now what is the client ID needs to be such. See, now we are getting all the details and we are selecting which one it is. See, now this is called PDD. So see where when exceptions. So when you get an exception, it is not able to see web page is not available. Then like now we have to send mail to this one, like to the email ID. And when you get an error, whenever you get an error, so we have to how to handle the errors. So when the application crash or internal server error. ಅದೇಂದ್ರ ಆಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಾ in scope application details. That means what is the scope of this application? So what are all the like now permissions? What are the applications? The permissions are required. Then develop prerequisites, password, credentials. So testing. Okay. So this is how the PDD would be. Just go there and first of all you have to register into that. Okay. Process description where like now we went to legacy like no legacy system. Just go there and like no work item 1, work item through 2, 3, 4, 5, and then attended test data. Today. Okay, so now we will take this example. See, I will work on that to get like no information. Because like no, whenever we are using like no to add something, like now we are getting permission access denied, right? Open browser. Application path. So what is this? App path. And then, so we will use Chrome. Here, web browser. Okay. So now we have to click, correct? So which one we will do? Sales opportunities. So this is only extraction of data. Unicorn name generator. Okay. So here we'll have a like no select this month. Okay, and you will see this. Come back. So now I took click element. Now I am going to click on this box. Okay. So whenever we do this, so the main thing what we have to consider is selectors. See, we have spoken about wait for ready, correct? And click type we spoke, and then so selectors we did not spoke. So selectors are one of the main components. Selectors are two types. One is static selectors and another one is dynamic selectors. So what is static selectors and dynamic selectors? Okay. So whenever you do this, see what are the attributes come? So here HTML app, Chrome, and then what is the URL? So when you consider the URL, so here in the beginning we have a star and in the end we have a star. What is that? So if that should be whatever we are getting it, like no the path of the URL. It should be like HTTP then followed by whatever it may be. So you should have a star means it accept if it is there in this format www.rpsamples.com and web control tag equal to a. So see we have like no here one more like no a link called open in UI Explorer. Open this. It will. So what is this? So this one is a like now when I go with the like now open UI Explorer, so there are a lot of attributes will come when I use open UI Explorer. So that means that what is the inner text? What is the href? What is the class? What is the AA name? That means accessibility mode. Active accessibility, name of the UI element, and class. So here CSS selectors. So which one you have selected, and what is the parent class? HTML attribute of the first ancestor element. That means, like, when you are working on web applications, we'll have two things. What is that? Ancestor and children. Okay. So ancestor or parent class. So there are a lot of words are there. That means there are a lot of concepts, or we can call it say synonyms, or we can call it say properties. So what is that is? What is the parent class of this? What are the parameter we have? And what is the title of this? So if I select title, so always it should be with this name. Okay, RPA sampling. So for example, if I did not select it, or inner text, so it should be when I select inner text, so whenever it is executing it, so always you should be this text. It should not accept any one of the. See here, there is a lot of space, right? So when you remove space, because okay, so now see, I will deselect this one. I will deselect this one. So only ANM also I will deselect. So what is there here? Here we have a inner text. See. So whenever, see, now I will I just remove all the whatever the space available. So now select it. See, here we have a visual tree. This is one of the very important interview question. What is visual tree? So visual tree comes only when you select Open UI Explorer. And what is that? So it is visual tree is nothing but a tree structure of the HTML document, that is HTML page. So it has first header tag, and then followed by body tag, and then followed by div tags. Okay, this is, so you can expand it, each and everything you can expand. So it should be entire in this area, and then again you can expand. So what is there? So under div tag, and again what is there? Okay, under opportunities, that is one of the. So it has four slides, right? So in the four slides, so each and every div will have one value. Okay. So if you do that, so what is the title of this? What is the style? What is the script it is using? Under the body, what is there? So each and everything you will get it under visual tree. Okay. What is this application? Chrome. And what are the assets, and what is the title of that page? What is the style? So it so you want to understand this, this is comes under web page, when you are having an experience on creating web pages. Okay, so you just know about, so what is the visual tree, and when it will get. See, as of now we have used get test as screen scraping, or whenever we are identifying element, we never get it, right? When you select the Open UI Explorer, then only we get it, and then we'll get all this. So AA name, that means active accessibility name of the UI element, and what is the name, app name, and what is the path, what is the CLS is nothing but a class name of this window. Okay, what is the cookie name, and whether it has a focus or not. Okay, so what is the inner text and the inner HTML. So we'll speak about when you are talking about get attribute concept. So outer text, what is the position, okay, relative state, relatively the role. So they see there are a lot of attributes are there. What is the title? So if I select title, so here it is the title, right? So okay, so I have selected it and click on save. Here under the edit selector, we get all this, whatever we selected attributes, that attributes will come over there. Okay, so when I highlight it, see it is highlighted with that. So same, I would like to check it. See, for each and every time when you check it, when you are making some changes in the attributes, if you check it whether it is highlighting, that means whether whatever the element you try to identify, that element are able to identify with the UA path. So now see, click OK. Sorry. Now go for edit selector. So see, as of now we did not get it. Now only we got this repair. So select it, validate. Is not validate. So now open in UA Explorer. So what is the inner text? The inner text we have selected is unicorn name generator. So there will be a lot of space, right, in the inner text. So here we have removed the space. That is the reason it is not trying to identify the element. So that's why we got a repair over here. That means re-indicate the same target element to repair the current. What is this? So what it does is, see, it is failing frequently. So it is not at all trying to identify whenever trying to identify element, and it is not at all identifying. Then we will get this repair option. So just click on this repair, select again. See now what do we get? So whenever we select repair, then only we will get this IDX attribute. See, previously we did not get it, correct? Now only we got the IDX. So now highlight it. See, it was highlighting, and then so title, and one more, what is that? So we selected inner text, right? Inner text. Okay, when we select inner text, go and okay. Now just click on this validate button. So now it is validated. You come here, remove the, see what are the, whenever you are making changes in this, so immediately you will get a this validate will not work. So again you have to validate it, then only it will work. Now I am removing the space, whatever the space is. So now you just click on validate. See, it is not validated. Why? Because so here I have so you should not use inner text. See, not all the cases. I will tell you some cases. So how many spaces we have to see? Still it is not. See, now if it is validated, whenever we get a green color tick mark, then only this highlight will be enabled. Otherwise, it will be disabled. Got it? So now I did not select it. Come over here. See, now it is validated. And now highlight. See, it is highlighted with a red color box. So when IDX will get generated, whenever you click on repair, then only this IDX attribute will generate. So this is also very important in interview question. One of the interview question. Web control tag equal to A. Now save it. Click on. So I will tell you what is the dynamic selectors. For example, okay, so here it is there, right? Sorry. So title is there. What is the title? Title is RPA samples. So I remove, click on validate. It is failed. Again, I will go and repair it. Select was updated to match the live element. So now web control title. So why I got RPA sample, then followed by star. So this is called dynamic selectors. Okay, there are two things: static selectors and dynamic. Static selectors is nothing but web control equal to title equal to RPA sample. Rather than star, we will have a space apps. There is no star. This is static. Like charges the book. So this is, so if I remove this apps and put star, so then we can call it say dynamic selectors. And now highlight it. It is highlighting. So when I remove the star, click on validate, it is failing, right? So now I will put star over here. See, now it is. And one more is open UI Explorer. See, AA name is there, no? What is it? అదంతా అడ్డ పెట్టు, ఓన్లీ ఇది ఒక్కటే ఇవ్వు. వద్దురా ఆయన చెప్పింది నా నీకు ఎందుకు అది మాట్లాడు. I'm giving a name. Okay, just click on validate now. So it is validated. See, oh, inner text, right? Sorry, not a. We'll take this inner text. Inner text. Click on validate. See, previously, when we use inner text, there is a lot of gap, right? So now there is no gap. So here, like now between the what is that? Between the unicorn and after the generator, there is a lot of space is there. So for that, we can use star, and here you can use star. Sorry. And click on highlight. See, it is not at all selected. So see, and URL it comes, but there is no attributes. Now we will run it, whether it will identify or not, and we'll see. Oh. Why it has yeah, like which one it is selected, man? It is click down. Edit selected. Did this? Come here. So it has to select this one, right? But it was selected different. It was selected suppliers, but which one we have selected? Edit selector. What is this? Oh, there is no. Open in UAS plot. Indicate element. Select this. Now we got selected. So I am trying to show you inner text. Okay, now we got it. So highlight this. Use star. So and select this highlight. So previously, when I remove entire space, use star. So after this, whatever the characters are there, whether it is a space or it is any one of the characters or digits, it never consider. So because star is nothing but whatever the values are there in between or after this, will accept. That we can call it say all. Star represents all. It's a dynamic attribute. That is the that is one of the like no. When it go for dynamic attributes, there are two values. One is star and another one is now now. Let me validate. Now click on save. Just close it. Click on OK. Third. So when it consider how it is selected. There are two selector types. Sorry, in dynamic selectors, there are two characters are there. So one character represents star, represent all the characters, it will match. That means what are the characters are after this star or before the star. So see after this, sorry. So in this, come to the selectors. See, like now inner text I use, right? So before star mean what are the values are comes. That means what are the space or empty characters or any one of the characters you provide, it will accept it. So here star means after generator, like before unicorn, whatever it is there, it will accept. After generator, what are the values are there or what are the space it is or what are the characters it is. So it will matches. That means it will match the values and it will select. That is the use of star. And there is one more. This is full. This is called, it's a full selector. Star means full selector. And there is one more exclamation mark, question mark. Sorry, question marks tell you that it is a set selector or only one character it matches. That means, see, if we put question mark after this, so after this, it accepts only one character, then only it will identify, otherwise it will not identify. It will fail. That is, see, when go for dynamic selectors, there are two values. One is star and another one is question mark. Question mark represents only one character. Star represents all the characters are spaces. See, now we should not use question mark and star. It is failed. Okay, so even now it is also failed. Why? Because there is a lot of space, right? Whenever it is trying to identify the element. So now if I give star, it will it should validate it. Generator, sorry. So or right, how it is. So it is not. Why it is not? Is it? See why it will not. It is okay. So that is the start. After this, so what we will use? So we have to type it. What is this type into? So here we have to provide a What is your name? So in this, enter name. Okay. So what is the the mandatory value we have to provide? We have to provide text. So here we will provide a hard code. Otherwise, no, we will give the value from the variables. Okay. So now there is no other. So here we don't need to use. See, it depends. What is the web control tag here input? So if it is not able to identify, then you have to use the dynamic attribute. See, it is not there is no necessity we should use each and every element. You have to use dynamic selectors. And now select item. Select item is for, see, just select this. Okay. So it is selected the drop down. So under this, select this. See, what are the values are there? We got all the values from the drop down. So yesterday we tried to identify one of the drop down value, but it was not identified. Do you remember that? Whenever we use docs.uipath.com, but we got here. Which one we will select? I selected this one. Okay, so I will tell you that is, where you get an interview question like you want to select, I want to select a value from the drop down. So what is the activity we will use? We will use select item. Just now run it and see. Enters data and see it is selected June. So we have provided June, right? What we will use? Select item. So here I use username. So in this username, the default value I provide is March. So either you can select the value or you can pass the value dynamically through parameter. So this is the parameter I provided. So come here and click on this. So what is this? So we need to click on get unicorn name. Click on now, run it. So dynamically we pass the value. This is your get unicorn name means this is your okay. What is this? Fancy glitter blossom. Name Sudhakar. Month March. Okay. So you want to extract this text. So how you will use? Get was your text. So what is the text? You will get it. So here it is a for the screen was here. So we have to provide a. So I don't want to use it. So again I have to go log into the. So here I use Tesseract was here. We don't need to provide right anything. If I use like now either I can use Microsoft was here or I can use Tesseract was here. So we have seen now. There is no. Okay. So here I will see whether text. See. So it reads what are the data it is there in this box. So for that, see that's what like no whenever you are like no, what is the purpose? So what is your like no the sequence? That means so what needs to be done after this? What is the activity you have to use? So this I have provided the data, and then after clicking on this, this is called a like, use case. See the same steps you can also perform in the same like when you are working on real time based on your requirements, based on your use case or process provided. So log into the application, but there are like no, there will be a, from the like no, whatever we taught about from the beginning, right? Where like no, the data will be like no, they will provide one input data. So there you will enter the name, and they will select the. They will give you the month, and like we have to generate each and everything and put it into once we get the value. So what you have to do, you will keep the values in the table, and you will what do you do? and like now you will generate the report and send it to the business. That is the use case done. So for that, so what are the steps you have to perform? You should know. So first we like now we have to take this login like now page, and then you have to click on this and you like now you have to enter these values. Okay, rather than hard coding the values, we will take the from the like Excel file and we will pass the value name. Like the there are like no keep it like 100 like no customers data you want to enter. So all the 100 data will be available in Excel. Correct? Month. So for each and like there are 12 months, right? Like each and every data will have one month. So you can take that value should be passed over here. Okay. So you will pass this data. So nothing. What is that? See each and everything like now as of now whatever you have worked. So that one you have to delete it. So we have input data. What we have to do? Take the data from that and put it into data table or okay from the data table how you will use dot item of that name of the in the for each loop we will include each and everything. So this one. So each and every time you will not like now open a page and click on that button, right? So after that like now we have to do it for 100 customers. So you will do that and we will like now take this data and write into the what is that or add a row into the table or you will write a right cell. Nothing. So each and everything like now this can be done by how like what is your requirement. That is what you should apply your sense during that time. Whatever the use case you have provided, so that use case you have to work like okay. So I have learned these things. So these all the things needs to be. So which one I can use it? Either I can use data table or directly I can use take the data from the Excel and go like now put it into here. Okay, how it should be. See, for one problem, there are multiple solutions. Okay, I believe like you got it right. That is how you have to work. So tomorrow there is no session. Sunday we have a session at so we'll have the session on morning on Sunday. Okay. So I will tell you the timings. Maybe 9 to 10 we will like no we will have the session on. So tomorrow I have a session like no up to 12 o'clock. So tomorrow we don't have class. Sunday we have a class from 9 to 10 morning. Okay. So any doubts, friends? I believe you are like no, you have understood this. Yes or no? Okay. Okay then. Bye. Ali, stop recording. Not required now. Now it is the class is over.